Rated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Wait, that. What is it? Exit. They got tight alert. Three down. 90 is the mic. I'm coming for Sugar.
Brady now on first down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Let's put that team on the bus. 90
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Brady, he'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Sugar.
Derrick Henry trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes. Down right there.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Wait, 20! I'm coming! Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. Switch.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Oh,
pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Dolphins Vs.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait, that round 80? Round 80? Watch the run. Hey, Alabama. 72.
A first down carry for Henry. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
90 is a mic. 6-man.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Alabama, 380. I got him. Mike, 55. Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10.
55, You must be getting tired of seeing me. Alpha.
From the gun, it's Brady. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 13-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Throwing on second down, Brady. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
90 is a mic. Alert! You got it, son.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Wait, 20! You can't block me. You can't block me. Tight end left, tight end left. 53, Linda! 90 is a mic.
From the gun, Brady. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
53! I'm coming! 90 is a mic. Reload!
On play action, now Brady. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a play fake, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
No, 66. Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81. 90 is a alert. Show it up. Show it up.
Operating from the gun, Brady. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Nash. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47.
No, not ahead of you, baby. I see you over there. You scared.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Ozzy. 3 down. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
The final shot before half for Brady. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they begin with Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Brady to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he breaks through another tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. Room here to run. Touchdown, Titans. Chase Claypool. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplished exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey. You got three. 3 down.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
20, 55, 55. Hey, eat. Yo. Shadow. Yo. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Throwing is Brady on third down. That is caught at the 7. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Anthony Ferkser, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. I'm going to run you over. 72. Run you over. Wait,
To throw on third down, Brady. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brett Kern now, standing right around the midfield stripe. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 52.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Wait, that round 80. Round 80. Help him. 90 is a mic. Bring it. Bring it. 90 is a mic. It's going to be a long
From the gun, Brady. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Brady now on first down. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Furtzer. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
55 is Mike, guys. 55. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Alert. Mike 55. Mike 55. Jacket reload.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Derrick Henry. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Dolphins 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
90 is a mic.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Brady. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Titans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire